Welcome into Extra Time. We have Ale, Stevie, Shaka, and we also have Nedum as well. Okay, Shaka, before the questions, got a video to show you.
What? Oh, God.
What up? What are we doing? Wait a second. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Shaq! Shaq! Come on, Shaq!
That's Erling Haaland-esque.
Is that your daughter scoring on you?
Yeah.
Come on, Shaq!
Yeah.
Come on. Hey.
She's so happy now.
Because she knows if I saved it.
Shaq, it took you a little while to get down, Shaq.
Yeah.
And a little while to get up and get down again.
Is it windy?
Yeah. It was a little...
Come on. And
It's like the wind blew you over.
All right, we got the picture. Oh, God.
We absolutely do. Oh, man.
We play that in slow motion.
It wasn't in slow motion? That was Shaka moving at full speed?
I tell you, even gravity don't work so good. Even gravity was like,
But hey, the thing is you're going,
I love that he tried the old, because she knows what would have happened if I'd saved it.
Yeah.
I would have been laughing.
Yeah.
I would have had a field day.
Oh, man. Did you like that, Nedum?
Oh, God.
I loved it. I now know the difference between diving and falling as well. It's good to see. Thank you, Shaka. Very helpful.
Yes, yes, that was falling. Yes,
That was falling slowly.
All right.
Yeah,
Moving on swiftly, Shaka.
Please do.
Everyone go around.
Wait, hold on a second. You're going to tell the people about our babysitting situation?
Okay, I am going to tell the people about this because
okay.
this is going above and beyond.
Right.
For the first time in my ESPN career, I ran into a problem with childcare.
Right.
Every single place I looked, I've not been able to find childcare tomorrow. Ali Moreno said, don't worry, the Moreno family have got you covered. Spoke to his lovely wife and son, and tomorrow...
You're babysitting.
Not me. I am passing that over to my lovely wife and child. They'll go on and do the babysitting.
And yes, so tomorrow I will be on the Bundesliga coverage with Ale Moreno because we are a team and we are a family here at Jack.
Yes, that and I didn't want to work with Seb. Can't fault me for that. And two, I hope that babysitting will take any thoughts away from my wife of thinking that when the kids leave for college, that maybe we need to rekindle some things.
I'm not sure what to do with that comment.
I'm just saying.
We know that the thought might have been
Yes.
It hasn't been discussed.
Well, and she was pursuing a daughter. And I was like, not with me.
Well, let me tell you, when she meets my 3-year-old son, she will reassess.
I say this for everybody at the table. Every woman wants a daughter and should have one.
How about 4? How about 4?
Well,
You went overboard, Shaq.
you know me. I'm not an overachiever.
But it could just be another son, and my youngest son will show her why maybe a third isn't a good idea.
I think.
No, we're out of the game.
I think you should have daughters separately, of course. You should have.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Let's be specific.
Oh,
Separately.
Okay, getting somebody to look after 2 kids is one thing. Getting somebody to look after 3 of my kids might not be as easy, okay?
Try 5. Then we'll have a conversation.
That's why he's falling over and not diving.
Nedum not too far behind with 3 of his own.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a 4th. I'm not sure if my wife is as keen, but yeah, I'd like it. Yeah, sure.
I like that idea.
Tell you what.
Anyway.
Hey, Nedum should babysit.
All right. Okay. Everyone go around and say what Premier League team you support and how many Premier League goals Haaland will score against you, home and away. Well, there's no point in going to Nedum.
Well, you say that. He does defend quite a lot from set pieces, so maybe there's an own goal in there once this season. Maybe bet on that. So 1. Maybe 1 against them, that's it. That's all I can give you, I'm afraid.
Stevie, which Premier League team do you support?
Man United.
Somebody clip that, please.
Please. I said it to Liverpool Echo.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think he won't get any against Liverpool.
Not what you'd like to think.
Hey,
What do
you know why? You know when there's
what you'd like.
you know when there's certainty that he's not gonna get goals against him when Steve sits back like this.
Aye.
That's when you know.
I'm waiting for the political answer.
All right. Okay. Shaka.
I'm halfway there. He's already got 3.
Then we've got to bring Newcastle.
Yeah, right? Good God.
Newcastle and West Ham. No, poor Shaka.
Yeah, at this rate, home and away, in those 4 games, I'm going to go for 8.
8.
Whoa.
It's
So he's scoring 5 goals.
5 in the next 3.
Yeah.
We're including Newcastle as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I see. I understand. I got it. No, I don't have a favorite Premier League team.
Okay.
You said 4?
I did the same thing.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Ali doesn't have a Premier League team, and sadly neither do I. All right, what does Carlo need to do, Ali, to get Real Madrid firing quickly?
Not for a while, by the way.
Hey, we won today. Anyway, what does Carlo need to do to get Real Madrid firing quickly?
I think at first his approach was, I'm going to let these guys figure it out on their own in the attack. I think this team is in need right now of structure first and define the roles of Vini and define the roles of Kylian Mbappe. I would go with actually putting an extra midfielder in and play with somewhat of a variation of a 4-4-2 and have Vini and Mbappe play up top, Vini more on the left-hand side, and Mbappe with a lot more freedom to go from the middle to the right if he so desires. I want structure first. Once we get the structure clear and we actually get this team winning games, then we can go into the magic of what these guys can bring to the field.
Did he not do that for about 15, 20 minutes in the last game before Rodrigo came on?
I think he tried to,
Didn't he?
but you also need to have.
It was 15, 20 minutes. It's hardly going to catch fire, is it?
First of all, we need to focus. We focus on Mbappe because, of course, it's Mbappe. But while we can put Mbappe to the side for a second, also focus on Vini. He has to play a whole lot better than what he has so far this season. And I think there's been a lot of sort of deferring, like, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. Because everybody's sort of trying to fit in. And at some point, you got to take control of certain situations. And I want to see Vini in 1v1 moments with the same sort of intensity that we have seen from him in the past. In the last game, what I was concerned about is there was a certain lack of emotion from Vini Jr., which is, I'd much rather have him engage with everybody in the world, and even if that means being engaged with defenders and the fans and the crowd, but engage. He wasn't engaged in the last game, and I want to see a better version of Vini so that we can also see a better version of Mbappe. But I want structure for Real Madrid if I'm Carlo Ancelotti.
Stevie, would the best Liverpool team from your days beat the best version of Man City or Real Madrid from the past couple of years?
Let me answer it this way. The Man City team and the Real Madrid team of today couldn't play under the conditions and the rules that we played in. And so we would beat them at that. And I've got to think that we absolutely would be competitive playing against these teams today, because with more time, more space and better fields, we would be better than we were back then. So that's how I'm going to answer that.
That sounds like 100% yes.
That was well answered, Stevie. It wasn't 100% yes, but with a little dressing on there.
Massage.
Yeah. I'm not too arrogant.
You also have to go through
Massage.
the diets and the protocols and the fitness training.
Oh, no, that's where you lose Stevie right there. That's where, from the time you impose a diet, Stevie, you got to take Stevie off.
If we're going to do it that way, we've got to do it the other way.
An answer for that.
100% no.
That could be the whole.
No beer, you mean?
That could be an issue. All right. Nedum, as a City fan, would you have preferred Sterling at Manchester United or Arsenal?
Arsenal, 1,000%. I think for him, I like him as a person, so I want to see him do well. And I think the club that Arsenal are right now suits him down to the ground. And I think going over to United, you know, even though they have their history, they're more of a circus as such because everything is being discussed all the time. And I think the scrutiny that we put on him is probably something whereby he could never be even deemed to be successful. Whereas I think at Arsenal, he has a fair chance to do that. And also, I just don't want to see him wearing that red, because City versus Arsenal, you could say it's a rivalry, but realistically it's not. Whereas from the blue side, that one from City and United is massive to people from City. And maybe if United one day, perhaps, in a different universe, it'll be as big as the Liverpool-United rivalry as well.
Let me ask this. Let me ask Nedum. What's a successful season for Raheem Sterling? I was having this discussion with an Arsenal fan yesterday.
Okay, all right, Shaq.
Now, I have a little bet on a friend of mine who's an Arsenal fan. And we're trying to decide what's success for Raheem Sterling at Arsenal. Nedum, you.
Okay, so I think success for him at Arsenal would be where in the second half of the season, for example, he's the regular starter for Arsenal in the latter stages of the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the league, and, in the Champions League as well. Somebody who's trusted by Arteta, because we all know there are one or two positions where he rotates, whether it's Martinelli and so on, or the midfielders, but there are players who start basically every single game. I think if Sterling becomes that trusted member of the team, and Arsenal are playing well, then I think his goal outputs will be there, but his in-game understanding will be a big difference as well. And realistically for Arsenal, we've got to call it what it is. After the 2-3 years where they've been very good, the end goal is to win something. So I think if he finishes the year winning something and being a starter for this Arsenal side, then I think it's very much a step in the right direction, as opposed to being somebody that's outside of the squad for Chelsea. So yeah, I think a successful season is being a regular starter when it matters the most, and being part of the group that lifts the trophy at the end of the season.
Stevie, after 3 games in the Premier League, which teams are most likely to be relegated at the end of the season?
I still think the 3 teams that came up. Everton today was a shock, to be honest. But the fact is, I think Everton at home, not against the top teams, but against the other sides in the Premier League, can be 2-0 up with a few minutes to go and not give 3 goals away. I just don't see Leicester, Ipswich and Southampton. I just don't see them competing. They look like good Championship teams to me. I just don't see how any of the 3 of them survive. As bad as Everton have started, I just don't see how they survive, because none of those sides are going to have the type of atmosphere and the possibility of picking up points at home the way Everton do. None of these 3 sides that came up have got that.
The trouble is, though, to that point, what Goodison is like after a result like this. And that's hard for bad teams to play in front of your own crowd when they can be as tough as they are there.
Yeah, but the one thing I'd say is that as bad as they would be after this game and during the week, when they turn up the next time at Goodison, it's almost like somebody's got a big brush and painted it all away, and when the kick-off goes, they're back to an atmosphere. They don't... And they haven't done that. I haven't seen that happening yet over the course of the last 3 or 4 years where they've been down there constantly. Yes, they moan and grumble and whatever, and boo at the end of the game or at half-time, but it seems the cobwebs get brushed away for the next home game.
That paintbrush technique was all over the place.
Well, that's why I don't do any painting in the house.
Creative, Ale.
Oh, sorry, I've got to go up and do it as well.
All right. This is a good one for you all. Was Rice's second yellow a soft call by the referee? We have a big topic on that in the main show. But do you remember getting a yellow for doing something as innocuous as what Rice did today? Anyone?
Not innocuous, well, no. I got booked for time wasting, easily done as a goalkeeper. I've had this technique where it looked like I was running fast, but really wasn't.
It's a technique that still lives on.
As you know, I've perfected that.
Yes.
I've perfected that. And the referee saw straight through it.
Yeah.
The legs were moving, but that was about it.
Yeah,
and I got a yellow card for it.
That technique lives on.
Anything to say, Ale?
No, I mean, not that I can remember. I imagine that I got a few yellow cards for simulating,
You imagine?
No.
Imagine?
I imagine. No. I imagine.
Knock me down the further.
Same way as Shaka and Gravity. Gravity was winning. Yes.
Ah, goodness.
I do remember I did get a yellow card. This is late in my career. And I was playing for a terrible team. And we were terrible. And honestly, I wasn't having a whole lot of fun playing. And the referee had made a call that was ridiculous. And he was a young referee. And I remember like putting my arm around him and I said, you know there are people evaluating this game too, right? You're being evaluated. I know we're terrible, but you're terrible too. Yellow card. I wasn't yelling. I was actually just talking to him. Yellow card.
I do often think, though, of Stevie on the sidelines when you used to die.
Hey. Drawing fouls. Drawing fouls.
He still gets angry about it.
I know.
I can still see him walking past me in the dugout, looking at me going like that, walking by. What's wrong with this guy?
Much like today,
Shooting a wasp.
imagine I could not understand what he was saying.
Right.
And this is from. And with the glasses are the same as they were back then, and all you see with his teeth.
Glasses all fogged up. Glasses all fogged up.
Why is he smiling at me?
Fuming. Nedum, anything stand out?
Not necessarily innocuous like that, but I don't know if you can see this just here, but I do tend to get quite annoyed on a football pitch. So, yeah, a lot of my stuff would come from general frustrations on the pitch, and I always try to have good intent. I'd always start by saying, excuse me, ref, excuse me, ref, excuse me, ref. Then a lot of them would ignore me, and then when they would respond, they'd tell me to go away. So, as you can then see, one thing might lead to another. Perhaps I may get into trouble and get a yellow card or two. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That. Terrible.
Oh, brilliant. Shaka, you once revealed that one important part of Carnival is endurance.
Yes.
Which
yes.
panel member is most likely to survive it with you?
Oh, goodness me. I'm going to go Nedum. I think Nedum has got the endurance to survive a carnival.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just say the word, Shaka. I'll be there. Just say the word.
I'm not sure. Stevie, bless him, has got the endurance. He's got the drinking endurance.
Drinking endurance, yes.
But there's a lot of walking.
Yeah,
There's a lot. And Ali falls over a lot.
Hey, when I get upset.
I falls over a lot.
All right.
What music is that?
I don't. Carnival?
No, it's not. That's just. Who's just?
This seems like my Carnival.
Who's just Googled some random music from somewhere and put it in?
Hotel bar music.
wrap it up music.
All right.
Ah, boy. Hey!
All right.
We're back.
In your day at grounds with good environments, forget the duds, who had the most respectful but intense crowd and who had just loud jerks?
I've said this all the time. I love playing at Anfield. I really did. I thought they had the best crowd. And then, I mean, jerks are jerks wherever you go. Nobody's got a what would I'm looking for? Full possession of Jerkville.
What?
Full possession of Jerkville.
Jerkville.
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Shaq.
Well, it said something about jerks on there. Who's got jerks? So any football ground, you find that.
Stevie?
You know, there was a few grounds that were like that back in the day, like Southampton, West Ham, Norwich, teams that respected Liverpool when they came. Yes, they wanted to beat us, but yeah, there weren't many. I don't remember any nonsense from any of the crowds. Just respect. There are, of course, others like Millwall and places like that where it's a little different, shall we say?
Yes.
But no, back in the day, there was 3 or 4 teams.
I
supported.
Oh, I think
that.
Don was Don talking about the other day. We played. No, it was when I was at Pompey. We came up to Millwall and we beat them 5 at the New Den, and they applauded us off. It's the only time I've played at the New Den, and I played at the Old Den. That was all right.
That is unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, that is very unusual, especially ex-West Ham. I knew.
I don't know if this applies as grounds, and actually may be surprising, but I'm going to take it back to college soccer. And I was playing for UNC Greensboro, and we would go and play against, part of our conference was VMI, Virginia Military Institute. And they have just a field. It's not even a stadium, it's just a field. But it's like, my guess is that this was free time for the cadets, and it was the limited free time that they had. And it was for them to go and support whatever athletic team was. And so everybody dressed in cadet uniform, surrounding the whole field, standing like this far from the line. And let me tell you, it's intimidating because these people are going crazy. It's the one time that they can yell all sorts of different things, and they were being as creative as they could possibly be. It's the one time that they can act wild and act out of control and act out. And there was no structure, there was no patrolling or anybody who's saying, hey, no, you can't say this. So they were saying, and man, it was as intimidating as it gets is when you have military people around you on the field, all over, yelling all sorts of different things while you're playing a college game, mind you, college game.
Wow. Nedum, anything stand out to you?
So from when I was at City, they weren't really a threat to most of the league, so the sort of receptions weren't too bad, but I always remember going to Leeds. That was quite intense. I think, as the guys have said, Millwall. I went there just in the Youth Cup game, and that's one of the most hostile environments I think I've ever come across. But then when I went on loan to Sunderland for the year, the welcome that Newcastle United gave to me at St James's Park is definitely a memorable one. Definitely a memorable one. So I think that's probably one of the toughest places to go for that rivalry. But also in terms of nice, I think most people enjoy going down to Fulham, just being by the water, good weather, fan base is like pretty chill. You know, that tends to be a good day for people.
Yeah, very nice.
Costa Rica, also in CONCACAF Champions League.
Oh, God.
The bags of bodily fluids thrown.
Yes.
I think that qualifies as both intense and loud jerks.
Yes.
I think that definitely does.
Yes.
Last question from the perfect person, Shaka Hislop's credit card debt. Did any of you get Oasis tickets?
Yeah, right. You seen how much they are?
I saw people complaining, so what prices are we looking at?
The one I saw was 6,000.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't what?
Oh, he's got four.
Nedum's got an inside job.
He's your City link up, isn't he?
Who are you leaving out then, Nedum? Who are you leaving out? Thank you for getting them.
Well, it's obviously going to be the Beatles boy over there. You know what I mean? He can't come. But yeah, for the rest of you, I'll give you a good price. $5,500, no issues. Just send it straight to me. You can come across, no dramas.
Nedum, so you got tickets?
I did get tickets, yeah, I did. I happen to know a man who knows a man who happened to be able to get tickets, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Even though I didn't post that I was trying to get the tickets, yes, I am actually still going to be going to the concerts, yeah.
Wow.
So basically, it's like casually got the tickets. Like,
yeah.
I don't really have to do much.
Yeah, I'm
really
just here.
a text message and I got 4 tickets.
I'll make some time.
Yeah. You know.
Some of us are out here making calls to get Oasis tickets. Others are calling their family to help people with childcare issues.
I know.
Big difference in
I
the
know.
panel tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, listen, at the end of the day, you know, there are some expensive tickets, so that's why you'll see me on Bundesliga more this year, because I need to be able to pay back these debts for a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I thought he was going to say eBay. Anyway, we'll end it there.
Sorry, what?
Thank you so much for sending
Show me making the saves again there. Show me making a couple of saves, will you, please?
Making what saves?
Well, I'm going to save one of these in a minute. I'm going to save one of these.
Oh,
boy.
No, you're not.
Timber!
I nearly got that one. I nearly got.
Shaq.
I got fingertips to that one.
You know when I noticed that?
I got
Shaq?
fingertips.
You stumble in the second. Yeah, it's the second time that I've seen you stumble. Last summer.
Yeah.